Ladybird, is that your given name?
Yeah.
Why is it in quotes?
I gave it to myself. It's given to me by me.
Ladybird always says that she lives on the wrong side of the tracks, but I always thought that that was like a metaphor. But there are actual train tracks.
Saoirse Ronan is Ladybird, one of the most talked about films of 2017. From first-time director Greta Gerwig, Ladybird is a coming-of-age story about a high school senior girl who is having a kind of a crazy relationship with her mother and also having tremendous growing pains. And Saoirse Ronan joins me right now. Hello!
Hi, Jeff.
First of all, Saoirse, I just absolutely love Lady Bird. It's one of my favorite films of the year. And I just love coming-of-age films, but it's just spectacular. I really loved it.
Oh, thank you so much.
So Lady Bird is a coming-of-age film, and most coming-of-age films have universal truths. We've all been through the same experiences. What did you see in Greta Gerwig's script that attracted you to the role?
Well, what I saw in the script was a very sort of well-rounded central character, and actually all the supporting roles are very sort of well-written and very sort of human, and they're not just there to support the character of Ladybird, which I think is really important. I liked that she was someone who had sort of fierce self-belief and confidence, but was also, you know, riddled with self-doubt and insecurity, just like everyone else. And it was just unusual and such a lovely surprise to read a 17-year-old girl who was as complex as, you know, 17-year-olds actually are in real life. And I guess that's what we wanted to do with it. That's the difference that Greta wanted to make to, you know, a coming-of-age story, is that there's so many coming-of-age stories that I think they gravitated towards, which were about boys, and there's a greater sense of sort of identity for those characters that a lot of girls haven't really experienced in films that much. So it was really important to see that, I think, because that's real. So
I want to go where culture is, like
how
New
in the
York,
world did I raise such a
or at least
snob?
Connecticut or New Hampshire, where writers live in the
Get
woods.
into those schools anyway.
Now, Laurie Metcalf plays your mother, and you guys have some of the most intense emotional scenes throughout the whole movie. And I was curious, did you guys rehearse a lot? Because it seems like the scenes are really fresh, like you did them in one take.
yeah, I mean, we probably had about an afternoon, I'd say, like a few hours to go over all of our scenes. And what we did was we just sort of like found all the trigger points in each argument scene, because there's loads of them, there's like 6 of them or something. And so it was really important for us to find the ones that were more emotional, the ones that were more sort of hot-headed. And yeah, and then, you know, like with a lot of independent films, time is sort of the essence. So we didn't really have an awful lot of time to rehearse. We had spent some time together in the months leading up to the shoot, but other than that, we didn't get to spend much time together. So we just went straight into it. And we were all very lucky, Laurie and myself included, that we just sort of bounced off each other really well, you know.
Now, I love the relationship between Lady Bird and Julie. Their friendship was just, from scene one, you could tell how close they were. I was wondering, did that translate off the screen with you and Beanie? Because how could it not?
No, Beanie and I hate each other. Yeah, absolutely. She's the worst. we love each other. we clicked straight away. And she's amazing and brilliant, and she's a very special person. Yeah, and so we were really lucky that the relationship was just the same in real life.
So Saoirse, there's a story going around that when you read for Lady Bird, Greta Gerwig said you got 2 pages into the script and she knew you were Lady Bird. No more, she just knew right there.
That's great.
Yeah, it was that simple. You got the part that fast. So describe your relationship with Greta Gerwig.
We are very close. It was sort of one of those situations where you meet someone and you know that you're gonna work with them quite a bit. Hopefully we work together again. But yeah, we've always worked quite well together, and she was very, very supportive from the very beginning, you know, and gave a lot of love to all of us, and also allowed us to sort of find our own way as well. And we've just, you know, we've been doing all this together. We've been doing all of our press together, and it's just been great to see people celebrate her as much as they should, because she's a brilliant director. So I'm very privileged that I got to be in her first film.
Saoirse, congratulations on all your success with Ladybird. And when you have a chance, after all the craziness dies down from the success of the film, come visit us in Las Vegas. We'd love to have you.
Oh, I'd love to come. I've never been to Las Vegas.
I'll tell you what, you come to Las Vegas and I'll give you the nickel tour. It'll be really cool.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Thanks again, Saoirse.
Bye.
All right, for more reviews and interviews, just surf on over to my website at vegasfilmcritic.com. Check me out on social media. I'm on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat. Also, if you're watching on YouTube, make sure you subscribe, comment below, give me a thumbs up. You can share this interview too. Also, check out my podcast over on iTunes. I'm Jeffrey K. Howard in Las Vegas. Thanks so much for joining me. I'll see you next time.